Here is my scene. We have a beautiful night sky. We're surrounded by buildings. We have eight lamps with each its individual light. They are all point lights, regular point lights. So I can move around the scene following the camera's axis. So for example, here I will move forward, backward, to the right, to the left, and I can go up and down, still following the camera local axis. And if I do the same with caps lock, I will move forward, but and backward, up and down, but with this time the global directions. Finally, for the camera interactions, the last thing we can do is zoom in like that and out just by scrolling the mouse wheel. For all the assets that you see now, I'm using textures to render them. So for example, we have the texture of the ground here, the texture of the building, and the texture of the gates, which is almost homemade. I used a dark wooden plank texture, and I wrote above the texture on paint to recreate the gates of St. James Gate, St. James. For the lightning, I did get to implement Phong Illumination model. So here we have, as I said, 1 point light per lamp. We can see for this one, with this one, for example, we have we can see the attenuation with the distance, but we can also see some specular lights. I don't know if I'll be able to move properly for you to see it. Specular lightning on the glass of the lamp, and we have, of course, ambient and diffuse lightning. And for my first advanced feature implemented, I will show you the fog. I just have to press one key and hop, here it is, a pretty nice fog. So this one is the linear one. I can change its parameters just by pressing on the numbers. So for example, here I'm changing the linear start. I don't know if you noticed, but we can see that the beginning of the fog is getting further and further, and I take it closer like that. So this is the linear start parameter, and I can do the same with the linear end. So here the end of the fog, which is the wall, the distance from which we only see the fog, is moving. So this is for the linear fog. And if I show you the first exponential fog, it's this one. I can play on only one parameter for this one. It's the density of the fog. So here it decreases, and here it increases. And the second exponential is like that. Oops, sorry. So I don't know if you notice the difference, but we can clearly see the difference on the curves. This one is thicker at the end than this one. And this one, so the one thicker at the end, is a bit lighter, closer to the camera compared to this one. Oh, and by the way, something I didn't explicitly explain, but the way I'm moving my camera right here is by pressing one button of the mouse. It doesn't matter, every button will work. I just need to hold the button and move the mouse, and when I release, it just stops moving. And the thing is, we need to have the two functions, so the mouse function and the motion function, because if we didn't save the offset, so the the position of the mouse when we first click, the camera would always jump to its original rotation. So we have to keep this offset.
And finally, the last user interaction we have in this scene, I'm turning the fog off so we can see it better, is this. We can turn on some spooky red light by the window. That's it. And here is my beautiful crowd of drunken Irishmen trying to get to the last drop of Guinness in Dublin, because that's my apocalypse. No more Guinness in Dublin. The only Guinness available in Dublin is only at the brewery itself. So they're all crawling to its gates, and they will indeed, because I didn't implement collisions, they will success and cross the gate. And these are my 3D animated characters. They're all following the same animation, as you can perfectly see. They have been starting from almost random position. As I explained, it's not truly random because it's a deterministic. And thanks to one of my advanced feature, I can do this, which is instantiating a lot of high definition 3D models at the same time, because here I only have one draw call for all of these people. So right now there are 30 characters. In the last clip there were only 10, but we can see it's a bit laggy, but still it's working quite good.